Confused with your business studies project? The solution is here. It needs to be planned and organized in a very efficient manner. So, first question which comes in our mind is, how could I choose the topic? The CBSE guide gives you a clear explanation of the topics and what you are supposed to do. But before you start, you need to get the approval of your subject teacher. There are four topics on which you can start and choose your business studies project. The first one is elements of business environment. The second one is principles of management. Third one is stock exchange, and the last one is marketing. So, what is the basic structure of your project? How are we going to do the project? So, the first one starts with the selection of the topic. Now, we cannot do the project on all four, neither can we do it. So, first one, you will choose the topic. Once you choose the topic, it needs to be approved by your teacher. The step one is you will identify what is the basis of your project study. You will start with introducing the topic, giving a general introduction about the topic. The next one, which you will have to do, is identify what could be the learning objective. Whenever you choose a learning objective, please see that you choose the higher order of the Bloom's taxonomy, which could be analyzing. Okay, because you are actually going to analyze and evaluate a particular concept that is happening in an organization. The third step which you could do is you have to search an organization where you are actually going to get some practical exposure on that topic. It's not theoretical concepts which we have learned in the class, but now is the time to implement those theories into practical life. So you need to see which is the organization that you are going to use it for your implementation purpose. The fourth step which you have to do is, once you start observing the organization, you have to prepare a questionnaire based on your observation. Now, for example, if I have to do a project on elements of business environment, then I'm doing it, say, for example, in any of the KFC or any of the organizations, then I will make the questionnaire based on that. Okay, and how many questions should be in the questionnaire? A minimum of 15 questions should be in the questionnaire, and the survey sample size should be 20. Sample size here is at least 20 people should be filling that questionnaire, because based on that you will be doing the analysis. What is the analysis of the questionnaire? Like the question number one, how many people have answered? Okay, and what are the observations? You will have four options in your questionnaire. The questions in your questionnaire will be multiple choice. Okay, then based on this analysis you will be doing the findings of your project. The findings, it can be done through a bar chart or pie chart, any of the chart, or through which you will present your data. And the last and final part is the conclusion of your learning or your study. Okay, so that's a general idea. Now, project one, when you talk about, I'm just going to give a gist. We have a detailed in the syllabus. I'll be sharing that in the drive. The drive link will be given in the description box below. So project one, elements of business environment. You have here one topic here is, what are the changes that have been witnessed over last few years on mode of packaging and its economic impact. So you will talk about what are the different types of packaging that has been done and what is the economic monetary impact. Same way you have another questions like how the Coke and Thumbs Up has changed to Pepsi and Coke in the recent times. The second one is principles of management. The project two. Here you can do the project on in a departmental store, an industrial unit, a fast food outlet, or any of the organizations, but you need to get the approval by the teacher. So what is that you will do in principles of management project? Either you will talk about the 14 principles of Taylor, or you will talk about the the four, Henry Fayol's principles, or you will talk about the scientific management of the Taylor. Okay, so any one you will talk. Okay, the third project is about your stock exchange. Here, what is the main purpose is you are going to teach what is the value of investing and how you will utilize the stock market. Okay, so what are the students expected to do? They will give a history or a report about the stock exchange. Okay, and then at least 25 companies, what are the companies that have been listed in the stock exchange, so that report has to be given. Then you have to create an imaginary portfolio based on 50,000 rupees. Like, how are you going to distribute this fund of 50,000 in different companies, and why you have chosen, and what would be the reason for it in a period of 20 working days. Okay, the next one is project 4, which is marketing. There are 77 different topics which are being suggested by the CBSE syllabus. So you can go through that and you can choose any one of the topic. Now, what are you going to do? You have to identify a product or service. Keeping it in mind, you are going to do the project. Now, what are the different topics that comes under the marketing? It starts with adhesives, air conditioners, baby diapers, erasers, e-wash, fan ice cream, candies, furniture, inverters, jams, and it goes on with 77th topic, which is wipes. So what are you going to do in marketing? You have to tell why have you selected the topic. Okay, what are the different products or services? Who are the 5 competitive brands that exist in the market? What permission and licensing will be required if you make this product? What is the USP? USP is unique selling price, which will unique selling proposition, which will differentiate your product from the competitor product. And what are the cost range, or the what are the different selling prices that you have in your project. Apart from this, you will have to have a tagline, a label, features, what is the selling price to the customers, retailers. All of this have to be mentioned, and it is being given detailedly in the syllabus, which will be shared here. So I think with this you have got a gist of how you have to make the business studies project. If you still have any doubts, please post down your doubts in the comment section and I'll make a video on it. Thank you and have a good time with Study With Me.